Hi, this is Sean from Sydney Lorcana. Here we've got game three of Franz versus Will. This is from the Townhall winner box. And so far it's, one game each. I've got Robbie here to co commentate.
Hi, Sean. Thanks so much for having me. Really excited to be here for this riveting game three between two extremely talented duelists. This is going to be fantastic.
All right,
We we
so
know we know Will won the die roll and won game one. Franz won game two, so we have Will on the play for this one. Franz is going to be on the draw, and he's pointing at the card that Will was trying to cheat with, but no, Will is not going to be allowed to cheat. Of course, he tries to cheat. I bet that card was terrible, and he was trying to put it at the bottom of his deck. That's his own fault. Let's see where we get from here.
yeah, looks like Will's giving me a good shuffle, a good cut, and then both players will draw their seven.
Yeah, Will's showing a lot of gamesmanship, and expressing some malicious activity in the early stages of this game three. He really, really, really wants that box. Good luck to both players here.
Alright, so looks like Will's considering just one, which is not good being on the play, whereas Franz is doing three, looks like.
One versus three. Will wins the psychological battle when it comes to the mulligan. Huge component of the game, something that I always bring up every time.
I mean, it is also scary because the aggro deck is on the play and they didn't mulligan much, so it means that their hand must be pretty bangers.
You never feel like you've lost a game more than when your opponent says, I'm going to keep it.
Alright, and here we go. Turn one, Cindy. Classic start.
Got the industry standard Cindy turn one from Will. Let's see where Franz goes from here. Tough decisions to be made on turn one. Everything in this matchup relies on the first two turns sticking, so this is always crucial.
Looks like Franz is inked and passed to Will, so no turn one play. But against a Cindy, probably isn't that bad necessarily, but here we go. Cindy questing for one. So it's
With a Smee on board.
with Smee on board, valuing the Smee's potential multi questing compared to the Piglet, I guess.
Yeah,
And
well, the Smee. The Smee.
have the
What is it?
Vanessa. So 1-4. But here we go, the lady into Calhoun. So now, if Will has a strength, then that Vanessa will get banished. Looks like He had the strength, and it's a quest for two from Smee.
This is a very, very, very strong start from Will.
Yep, so it's 3-0 at the moment.
I think you'll come to find my suspicions of him stacking come to be confirmed in this match here, as we saw with that single card placement.
And here we go, Aerial. See if it
Oh,
can hit anything. It looks like it's hit something, but the question is that something going to be enough to slow down this very fast start from the aggro deck?
it's a Storm Rage on. And you've got just about actually everything on the board right now can be hit by that. So that's interesting.
Well, the
It
Calhoun's
might,
not really much, but there we go. A duck coming in to refuel the hand, and a daisy.
this is disgusting by Will.
It's
This
a
is just
very
absolutely disgusting.
wide, very high questing lore board.
If Will doesn't slow down, he's going to end up at the Downing Centre with a write-up of convictions here. He needs to settle down here.
And here we go, just the questing for 5. So it's now 8-0 with 3 questing power in reserve. That is, yeah, a lot of questing.
This is France is going to have to act quickly. If he gets to his grab your sword, it would be massive, absolutely massive here right now. But even then, Calhoun, Daisy, and Doc live through that. So you'd clear the tramps, me, and Cindy. But then you got to deal with the other things.
Well, the thing is that the Calhoun will just eat the aerial and he'll gain the 2 lore anyway. So it's, but yeah, anything that slows them down potentially.
And unfortunately, France still only has 3 ink. So is Naveen a 4 cost or a 5 cost?
He is forecast.
Forecast. Okay, that would be quite a good one to get into right now. If the hand was let the storm rage on a whole new world, but
Now we
there's
got
a
the shift
shift
aerial,
aerial.
and we're singing. Singing a storm to take out the Smee, drawing a card, but against such a wide board, it probably, yeah, it doesn't. I don't think that was what France wanted to see. Probably wanted to see a Naveen to put an immediate impact on this board.
Well, it's not great, but the aerial could have swung at something here, right? Because if aerial swings and he saves the storm for the next turn, he can at least pay the 3 to do more damage as well.
Potentially, I mean, it's not like the Amber Steel is going to trade into it. But
No,
here we
exactly.
go. It's the Pete here now. I guess
Okay,
that's
well,
what
that
what
now
he
they wouldn't
was
have been able to, yeah.
what he's playing around is just Pete coming down.
And that's
Uh,
very valid to play around,
so
actually,
better to
yeah.
just take out the Smee with the song. And here's a huge quest for 7. Daisy not hitting a character, but that's pretty unlikely with how many steel songs running. And now it's um, 13 to 0, and we've just got Ariel trying to fight the board, but it looks like she's not
And
going to
that's
be
the
enough,
game. The
and
game
that's
is
the
being
game.
called.
And that's the power of
Wins.
Amber Steel aggro on the play. You can just, Cindy on 1, pop your 1 drop, jump a 2 drop, then Lady dumping more questing power. It's quite difficult to overcome that.
Oh, it's an absolute art of vomiting out one, two, and three drops. That's what this deck is all about. Absolutely loves it. You make sure you sing the whole new world, and you can just refill the hand full of the hitters, and you just start chucking them out there. Throw out three daisies, a dock, so many options.
All right, well, yeah, that's the end of the match, and thank you for watching. And thank you, Robbie, for co commentating.
Thank you for having me, Sean. It was a pleasure being here.